We have an excellent question to answer today on the channel, and it's one that has been sent in.
Hello. So Joe is asking, could you tell us the difference between different sound effects, like, you know, risers, drones, beeps, and all sorts of things, and how to best use them?
Oh, that is a fantastic question, and I'm going to answer it right now inside my favorite thing, Adobe Audition, where I do all of my production. So as you can see, this is a production library here, and if you want to find out how you can get a free production library, just go to mrc.fm/starter. That's mrc.fm/starter. Now I'm going to click record and record a quick voiceover. So as I usually would, let's label this VO. This is a jingle made by Mike Russell. Okay, very, very basic. And then I'm going to go into Multitrack, and I am going to go ahead and use my Adobe Audition presets to do this because it will just speed up the production process. And we'll just call this jingle. Okay, now as I'm constructing things, let's switch off recording in the Multitrack and go to this view. Let's bring the voiceover in and put it on a couple of different channels and just maximize the volume a bit. And I'm going to use a few different sound effects. So we'll start off with this is up on the voice EQ, and then we'll put this into 90s voice and this into chorus. So we get something without any sound effects that sounds like this. This is a jingle made by Mike Russell. Okay, as you can hear, using my presets very quickly, straight away, I can get something that sounds like a jingle, just trimming the ends there. Now, how would I use sound effects? This is the question. Well, first of all, we have something called pads, and in all music, radio, creative production libraries, you'll always find pads. Pads are great as the kind of, if you like, the underlying theme of your jingle, okay? So you grab a pad, usually they last a long time and they can go underneath the whole jingle. Let's find this one. So they come in with something, then they have like a hum or a drone or a whoosh, and then they end with a whoosh at the end. See? Just like that. And again, find another one. Again, zooming in with something, a nice bit of a drone, and then at the end, again, you're going to get whoosh. So pads are always good as the background, if you like, the basis of your jingle. Let's have another one. I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to drag it into the sound effects track in my presets. Now again, I'm going to move the voiceover across just a little bit, and I'm going to try and line it up with the end of the start of the pad, which is about there. You can see I've moved the playhead along. Get this is, and let's hear how we sound. This is a jingle. Okay. This is. Now what we can actually do is we can start like riffing with the start of the sound effect, and we can do this by selecting the start of this, and we can actually, what I can do is I can go ahead and grab the start of this is, I can hold down Alt or Option if you're on a Mac, and I can kind of like place that on the start of the jingle. This is. So let's actually drag the start of that out a little bit more so we get something nice. This is a jingle. Okay, this is a jingle. Next, we'd use something like beeps or glitches or something like that. They're often known as breakers as well in production libraries to break up like part of the jingle. So I might not use all of it. I might just use the end portion there. And we just need to get it in the right place to add pacing to our jingle here. Okay, and we might need to tighten this up a bit. Let's bring that even closer. And then we might use a whoosh at the end to go to the end. So let's find a whoosh or a wipe, as it's often called, whooshes and wipes. Let's find a wipe. Wipes tend to be quicker. They tend to be quite quick, like that. Now you can use wipes in voiceover jingles, but you can also use wipes really effectively when you're doing music mixes. So when you're doing like beat mixes or anything where you're transitioning from one song to another song, a wipe will be like the glue that will cover up that transition. So a really good extra place where you can use whooshes and wipes. But in this case, I'm just going to find a swoosh or a whoosh, something like that. So something like that will do nicely. And we'll pop that in there on this sound effect track. Made by Mike. And we'll just tighten this up a little bit more. And I might need to just cut that start bit so we can fade it a little bit. Is a jingle made. Let's move that over there. A jingle made by Mike Russell. And then the end of my pad ends there. So what I can actually do is cut a little hole in, pull it up like that, and then we get a full jingle kind of basically made in a few minutes with a pad, a beep, a breaker, or a glitch, and then finally we got a whoosh or a wipe here for the final bit, and we've cut the end of the pad so it ends with the voice.
This is a jingle made by Mike Russell.
And that is the basic way you go ahead and construct a jingle using sound effects effectively and in the right place.
Thumbs up, subscribe for more. MusicRadioCreative.com